Hi, welcome back to the classroom. Now, if you've not been here before, this is Music and Theatre Education Online, and I'm your teacher, Miss Ezzy. Now today, we're looking at key signatures. This is going to be a two-part video looking at sharp key signatures and flat key signatures. Now, key signatures are really important. Being able to identify key signatures means you can unlock a world of music theory knowledge. But if you don't know your key signatures, you're really going to struggle with anything beyond note naming. If you're trying to work on harder stuff and you don't know your key signatures, so if you're doing triads, chord writing, pretty much anything, and you don't know your key signatures, stop. Go back, learn how to do them. Now, I'm only teaching you one way of doing them today. This is my favourite way. There's lots of different ways of working them out, but this one has been foolproof. Now, this way of doing it requires a fair bit of memorising of rules, which is fine, except if you don't keep revisiting it, which is why I'm making this video, so my students can keep going back and get a refresher when they've forgotten, and so I don't have to explain it 100 more times. So let's start with our flat key signatures. Now, the first rule that's important is the order of flats. There's an order of flats and an order of sharps, which tell you what order to write them in the key signature. For flat key signatures, it goes B, E, A, D, G, C, F. How are you supposed to remember that? Now, this is where mnemonics come in. Music, we use a lot of mnemonics to help us remember things. One that I like to use is battle ends and down goes Charles' father. Now that we have our order of flats, I'm going to tell you the rule for working out flat key signatures. The second to last flat is the name of the scale for all flat key signatures. Now, there's one other piece of really important information, and that is, how do you know if it's a flat or a sharp key signature? Well, flats are quite easy. They all have flat in the title, except F, which you'll see why when we do some practice questions. Now, to help you remember that, here's the rule written out. Now, let's head over to the whiteboard so we can do some practice questions. Okay, let's try naming some key signatures, and then we're going to write some. Here's our first one. Now, remember our rule is the second last flat is the name of the scale. We have one flat in our first key signature, so that's our last flat. Now, if B flat is our last flat, there's nothing before to be our second last flat, so we actually have to go all the way back here to F. And F is our only flat scale that doesn't have flat in the title. Our first one is F major. Our second one, okay, we have two flats this time. We have B flat and E flat. So 1, 2, we've got two flats. If E flat is our last flat, our second last flat is B flat. So our key signature is B flat major. Okay, let's look at our third one here in the treble clef. We have 4 this time. B, E, A, and D. Now, I know what they are on the staff because it's exactly the same as our normal note naming. Here are our 4. D flat is our last flat. Our second last flat must be A flat. Now, working them out in bass clef is exactly the same, except obviously our notes sit on different lines because we read bass clef differently. Here we have 3, B, E, and A. B, E, A. A flat is our last flat, which must make E flat our second last flat. Okay, last one. Decided to chuck a trickier one in here. We have 5 flats. B, E, A, D, and G flat. We have 5 flats. G flat is our last flat. Our second last flat is D flat. Okay, now let's try writing some key signatures. Let's start with our first one, B flat major. Now, remember our key signature name tells us the second last flat. Here's our B flat. Now we need to find the last flat, which is going to be E flat. So I know that I need to write in B flat and E flat. There's my key signature. Same thing again with E flat major. E flat is my second last flat. So my last flat must be A flat. So I've got B, E, and A. And our last one here, D flat major. That's our second last flat, so our last flat must be G flat. So I've got 5 flats in this key signature. Some of those are not very good looking flats. Let's look at some bass clef ones. Now there's exactly the same rule, we just write them on different lines because as we know that our note naming is different in bass clef. Now F major is our only flat scale that doesn't have flat in its title, F being our second last. So remember with this one we had to jump. So once again we have to jump, our last being B flat. Great. And our last one for today, A flat major. A flat is our second last flat. So D flat is our last flat. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat. Thanks for watching part 1 of my key signature videos. I'm looking at doing a video about minor key signatures really soon, but they deserve their own video rather than being lumped in with our major key signatures. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's any topics you'd particularly like me to talk about, and go give us a like on Facebook at Music and Theatre Education Australia. I'll see you next time and keep on that theatre adventure.